While many artists allow their visions to soar, Raja GuhaThakurta truly has his head in the stars. That is not to say he is consumed by whimsy or not grounded in reality. Indeed, nothing could be further from the truth. In his case, his familiarity with the stars is quite literal. In addition to being a gifted artist, GuhaThakurta is one of the leading astrophysicists seeking to unlock the mysteries of the universe. Science and art have often been viewed as two vocabularies seeking truth. It is more rare that one individual is conversant in both. The art of Raja GuhaThakurta is informed by his grounding in science, and, in turn, his science finds inspiration and affinity in his art.
I use telescopes on mountaintops and space-based telescopes, and this is something I've been doing now for more than 3 decades. Ever since I started graduate school 36 years ago, I've been doing research in astronomy. So it's a long time. I've been doing art for even longer. There are a lot of parallels between the two. In both cases, whether you're taking on a new science project or embarking on an art piece, it's a problem-solving exercise. You have an idea in your head, and you have to execute that idea, whether it's art or a scientific research piece. And things don't always turn out the way you envision them at the beginning. The journey is part of the fun, rethinking things. It's very reactive, not proactive. You know, when I'm doing a drawing, I don't think of the 10 steps that it'll take for me to complete the drawing. I think instead of, let me do this first, let me see how it looks, and then I'll react to that with the rest of the drawing. And it's the same way for science. That's how research works. You try a few things, they don't work, a few things work. You fly the plane as you build it. And this is very true of my art. The other similarities are they're both very detail-oriented. They take a lot of patience. My science is very detail-oriented, my art is very detail-oriented. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of faith that it's going to come through in the end. If you give it enough effort, thoughtful effort, it will come through. I find this incredibly relaxing, doing art. Even though it's detailed and it takes a lot of concentration, there's control. If I spend an hour on something, I can point to a few square inches of that paper and say, this is the progress I've made. And this is how my science works. If I put in the effort, there's something to show for it. It's not true for the rest of our lives, right? In this portrait of my mother's, I used patterns from her art as the background against which to make her portrait. She was not the kind of person who would take the front seat. She would take the back seat figuratively in life. So I thought I would have her art at the forefront and her sort of hidden in it, and at least that was my intention in creating this piece. I actually started it about 10 days after she passed away, and these are copies of her drawing that I've used around, and but the details of the face and the hand, etc., and the spectacles have the same patterns that were such an integral part of her art. A lot of the art she did was she would just draw something on a card and send it to someone as a birthday card or a anniversary card. So it was just it was real-time art, one-time art. She would do this and send it away. So after her death, we collected these from different people and used this Ganesha, which is traditional in Hindu culture. It's a fun image of a sort of baby's body with an elephant head. And this is Ganesha's mother, Durga. But there's a little symbolism here because Durga and Ganesha are mother and son, which is of course my relationship to her. And that's a little hidden secret that most people wouldn't get out of this. It's a commissioned portrait of my friend John, the artist, who does a lot of landscape drawing and painting. And he worked in the aerospace industry. That's why you see a lot of astronomy-related things around him. You know, rockets, space-based telescopes, galaxies, comets, stars, etc. I did that to sort of reflect his life in the aerospace industry, his professional career in the aerospace industry. Professionally, in doing astronomy, I've had big moments. This felt bigger than any of that. And it told me something about myself. It told me that art means a lot to me. Art means, while astronomy and science mean a lot to me and education outreach mean a lot to me, art means a lot to me. And writing that artist statement was not easy, because I really had to put myself out there, explain who I am. And I really feel now that what I'd like to say to people is, I don't think you know me until you've seen my art. You don't know the real me until you've seen my art. This is the real part of me, and it's probably the most important part of me.